Oh man, what is up, YouTube? Back with another live stream. What's going on? I have been prepping a lot lately, so my whole entire room, house, whatever you want to call it, is an absolute mess. I have gear laying on the floor. My dog's just chilling in the background. Lola's just taking a little nap on the bed behind me. But yeah, things are looking good. I just wanted to touch base with you guys again, say hi, what's new, let me know. C7 Media, what up, brother? We got to collaborate again soon. We definitely got to link up. By the way, guys, if you're in Los Angeles or San Diego or like anywhere in like Southern California, hit me up. Hit me up. Let's get together. What up, Halvin Wolf, Wira, Israel, Mario? What up, what up, what up? All right. So glad that you guys are tuning in. So I had a coaching call. Sorry, I'm eating ice. I had a coaching call with a fellow subscriber slash viewer earlier today. We had a 2-hour coaching call. And we talked about some great things. He brought up some awesome, valid points and questions and thoughts. And we talked a lot about business. And so if you guys need help with any of that stuff like contracts, let me know. We can definitely get together and talk about that. Israel says, how have I been? I've been awesome, man. Very, very busy. But I guess that's a good thing. Hopefully my brain isn't going to shut down anytime soon, but from like living a kind of a chaotic life. But everything's been chill. I've been getting my 8 hours of sleep, so I can't complain. So I hope you are doing well too, Israel. Halvin Wolf says, I'll be needing some coaching. No worries, brother. Hit me up. Halvin Wolf, thank you for the super chat, man. Much love. Much love. Falmesino, what's up? What up, dude? Guys, time is coming for the Sony A7S Mark III. Photokina. That is the expected launch date of the new Sony A7S III. I am deciding to keep my original Sony A7S Mark I. Reason being is that I have a electric unicycle, right? So I want to have a camera that I can beat up. And as much as it like hurts me to say it, I want it to be my A7S Mark I. So I'm going to treat my A7S Mark I like a GoPro, basically. So this is going to be my C camera. So I'm going to have 3 cameras. I actually have a action cam as well, but I'm going to have my 2 main shooters, my Sony A9. My A7S Mark III will be actually my main camera. My A7S Mark my A9 will be my B camera, and my A7S Mark I will be my C camera. So this will be a third angle. I rarely, maybe I've done 2 or 3 shoots with 3 angles, but no more than 2 usually. So this is going to be like when I want to go to the Venice Beach area or Santa Monica area and want to hop on my unicycle and capture some like hyperlapses or footage or whatever. This is going to be the camera that I'm going to be shooting on. Simply because when the A7S Mark III comes out, it's not going to be worth that much money. It's going to be worth maybe $500-600, and I paid close to $2,000 when it first, like something like $2,000, I don't even remember, but a few $1,000s for it when it first came out. So for me personally, I don't even think it's worth to sell. What do you guys think? But for $500, I mean, it's a great camera. I would not want to sell it for like 500 or 600. I think it still has a lot of life left in it, and I think I'd just be burning myself if I sell it for $500. So, and I have my my Rokinon 14mm lens 2.8. I've had this lens for probably 6 years. It's fallen off my glide cams, my gimbals. Nothing ever happened to the glass itself, maybe just a crack in the lens hood. But these 2 things, my A7S Mark I and my Rokinon 14mm, are like they're indestructible. Seriously, like my camera fell lens down on the ground. and the only thing that broke was the lens hood. Yeah, my camera got a little bit scuffed up, but nothing internally was damaged. I checked it out. Everything's fine. The lens, there's nothing broken inside the lens. The gears are still fine. Internally with the camera, everything is pristine. So the sensor's in mint condition. Nothing is wrong with it. Maybe just some like wear and tear on the shell of the camera, but that's about it. So I don't know if it's worth to sell. I really don't think. Dan says today's the 16th, and they're going to be releasing or announcing the Mavic 2 in 2 days. I'm freaking excited. I think that's going to be my drone of choice. I thought they were also going to be releasing the Phantom 5, but they released the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0. Or the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0. They released that instead, which I think was kind of a waste. I thought they should have already released 2 drones with the Mavic. So that kind of sucks. But the Mavic is definitely going to be the drone that I'm going to be looking at. I have the original Mavic, the Mavic Pro, and I think the Mavic 2 is going to be my next drone. I really want that 1-inch sensor. That's the number one thing I want. But I am not happy with the speed, and I'm not happy with the fact that you can't fly in ADI mode, which is basically no GPS. I think that drones perform a lot better when they're not flying in GPS mode. They're faster, they're more agile. GPS mode is just very safe, and the fact that I can't take off without connecting the GPS, I think is ridiculous. I'm an experienced pilot with drones. Like, I know how to fly drones really well. So I hope that, I know that DJI won't do this, but I hope that they remove that limitation where you can turn off GPS when you want, like the Phantom series and the Inspire series, because I just don't like using GPS all the time. Do you like the Rokinon brand? Yeah, they're good. For the price, they are the best lenses out there. No other lens company will beat Rokinon, like image quality to price. Nothing. It's the best out there. Overall, I've been very happy. The build quality, I think, is the best feature out of the Rokinon. The image quality is good. It's not the best, but it's good. And for the price, it's the best. I'll tell you that right now. But the build quality, very nice. I mean, this lens, the 14mm f2.8, when I got it, was $350, around like that price range. And wow, I'm still using it till this day, especially with my solo wheel. So if if I do crash, God forbid, with my camera and it falls to the ground and breaks and snaps, I'm gonna be like, oh wow, that was $500 worth of camera equipment. But for a filmmaker that has a bunch of camera equipment that costs a lot more, it's going to be like, oh, damn, okay, I'll get over it soon. I would never put my A9 and my Zeiss 16 or Zeiss lenses or G Master lenses on my gimbal while I ride my unicycle. No way. No way. Because if there's an accident, and insurance won't cover it, because they're going to be like, you were on a unicycle? Huh? Yeah, they're not going to cover it. So yeah, that's the thing. That's why I think the A7S Mark I is just going to be with me till its last days, and until something shorts out or just something dies inside. So I'm keeping my A7S Mark I. I think that's going to be a pretty solid decision. Dan says Josh had the Inspire 1 Mavic Pro. Yeah, so here are the drones I've had. I've had the Inspire 1 was my first drone ever. I loved it. I loved it almost like a little child, like it was my own child. I I would clean it like every day, and I named it and everything. I named it Lucy, and it was just a great relationship I had with my drone. And then I had the Inspire 1. I had the Yuneec Typhoon H. I had the Phantom 4. I have the Mavic, right? And then I had, I think it was called the Blade, a little tiny little drone that you can fly around and crash. But yeah. Yeah, that's those are my drones that I've had. Where's Lola? Lola's in the back here. Let me grab her. Lola, you want to come here and say hi? Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Say hi to the audience. This is Lola. You want to say hi? Say hi. Say hi. This is Lola, guys. This is our next up-and-coming filmmaker. Yes. Yes. She's tired. She's very tired. She went to pet training school and for a long walk, 2 long walks today. So she's a little tired. And go back to bed? Okay, go back to bed. Yeah. So that's my dog. Okay, back to filmmaking stuff. What is your opinion regarding the Mi drone? Nah. Listen, that company, Xiaomi, it's a relatively new company, but you cannot compare that company to like DJI. They own the drone market. Them and FreeFly, I would say, own the drone market. Probably DJI owns the sky more than FreeFly, much more than FreeFly, but those are the top 2 drone companies. Beyond that, we have Parrot and Unique. Those are the next 2. And then beyond that, we have Walkera, which is another pretty cool drone company, but it's pretty small. A lot of people, at least the people that I've seen, don't fly Walkeras. But from what I've seen, the Walkera drones are pretty cool. Weira is asking, do you think the new A7S III can shoot 4K 60? I'm going to say no. As much as I want it to, I have a feeling it's going to be a big no from Sony. Just because of Sony's history, that's what I'm basing my decision off of. I'm going to say no. I mean, it's a full frame sensor at 4K 60. It's going to be very difficult to pull off when it comes down to hardware. That's one thing. Second thing, Sony might want to capitalize on their cinema cameras like the FS7, FS5. So they're going to want to limit the hardware capabilities in the A7S Mark III. They don't want to give away all of their good stuff to the A7 III. So it's a marketing thing. So I'm not feeling good about the 4K 60. I'm not feeling good about the 422 as well. It's going to be 420 color space. Bit rate, we might see an increase in bit rate to, let's say, 150. I'm thinking between 150 and 200. I think that alone is a pretty good upgrade. Bit rate means a lot, especially when it comes down to collecting data for pictures, for video. And to change colors, to change shadows, highlights, midtones, I mean, you need data for that. And to have a higher bit rate means a lot. Also, I wanted to talk about internal stabilization. That's also going to be improved. We're going to have a touch screen for sure, better internal viewfinder or eyepiece. That's going to be another thing that's going to be improved on the A7 III. I can bet my life on this, guys, basically. We're going to have that bigger battery like we see in the A7 III, A9, A7R3. That's for sure going to happen. So battery life is going to be wildly improved. We're going to have a dual SD card slot, exactly the same as the A9 and A7R3 and A7 III. Price point, I'm thinking is going to be around $3,200, $3,300. That's what I'm assuming the price is going to be. Okay. So yeah. Degonta says, I recently purchased an electronic gimbal, but in certain times it gives less stability. It turns off. It is a Moswa Air. Is it defective? So I also have a Moswa Air, and I haven't had it randomly turn off. It could be that there's too much weight on the gimbal. That's the only reason, or not enough weight on the gimbal, actually. And a lot of other gimbals do this as a safety precaution to protect the motors from just spazzing out. So make sure that your weight profile is set to the proper setting, and just work with it, man. Work with it. But if it keeps shaking on every single combo that you put on there or a combo that you set internally, then yes, it is a defective gimbal. Any more questions? Any more questions? Don't be shy. Yeah, so okay. So yeah, DJI Ronin S confirmed. I already purchased it, so I'm waiting for them to ship it out. So that could take, I don't know. DJI said it would take 10 days. It's already been like 4 days, 5 days. So hopefully I'll get it this coming week. And I'm going to do a lot of fun stuff with that Ronin. Put it through its paces and compare it to the Crane 2. Photo Indian says, sir, best camera wedding photo and videography Sony A7R3 or A7 III? A7R3. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to decide whether you want a better photo or video camera, it's going to be an A7R3. That resolution, the higher, the viewfinder has more dots. It's going to make your images a lot more accurate when you're viewing them. It's just going to have those little tiny perks. Well, the megapixel is not a tiny perk. That's a pretty big perk, but it's going to have some different features when it comes down to the actual camera settings and stuff like that. I don't have the A7R3. I have the A9. So yeah. ManyMed888 says, have you tried out the Atomos monitor of any kind before? If so, how was your experience? So I tried the Shogun and I loved it. The Shogun, Atomos Shogun for the A7S Mark I, beautiful monitor. It's bright, you know, good resolution. Never had any issues with that monitor. Yeah, I love Atomos. I think they're a great company. They know what they're doing. No issues. No issues. Again, I've never owned it. I've only played around with it maybe once. So I would have to actually have more of a hands-on experience with the Atomos if I want to have like a thorough opinion on it. But the hour or two that I spent with it one day, it was fine. And I did enjoy using it. Yeah. Any more questions, guys? Let me know. Yeah. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys. It's kind of a slow Sunday. I usually don't want to be doing live streams at 9 p.m. 11 a.m. is probably the best time to do a live stream on Sundays. So that's probably what we're going to do for next week. Yeah. Justin says, I just got the Ronin S a couple days ago. First time gimbal user. Came across your channel and your crane vids have been super helpful getting up to speed. Big thanks. Thank you, Mr. Justin. You are the man, bro. Lola wants to thank you too. Don't you, Lola? You want to thank Justin? Yeah, she does. Sir, any Sony camera 4K 60 frames coming up? It's rumored that the A7S Mark I, or Mark III is going to have the 60 frames at 4K, but I don't think so. But that's the next camera that's supposed to have that. Yeah. All right, brothers and sisters, I'm going to call it a night. I'm exhausted, so I'm going to go probably relax and go back to work tomorrow morning. New video is dropping tomorrow morning on slow motion and gimbals, so make sure you're subscribed with those notifications turned on. Next Sunday, I'm going to do whatever I can in my power to make sure that we go live at 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So hopefully you guys will be awake. We have the best responses and overall best engagement at that time. So that's a great time to do a live stream on Sunday. So I love you all. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, share the channel with your friends as well. That would mean a lot. All right, guys, take care. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.